If you're retired or over the age of 60, today's topic is especially important and very hopeful. Today we're talking about the plasticity, neuroplasticity, and self-talk, and how the words you speak to yourself continue to shape your brain even later in life. And this is not a positive rah-rah thinking. This is not a motivation talk. This is brain science. Hello everyone, and welcome to Thrive Bright Minds. I'm Penny Brown, and for over 20 years I've helped older adults understand how their brain works and how to keep them strong, connected, and engaged. And the good news is this: your brain is still capable of change. Even after retirement, even after decades of habits, even after hearing messages that say, well, this is just how it is now. You're not going to be able to think as clear. You're not going to be able to be as sharp. You'll be slow and forgetful. This is old age, for crying out loud. Your brain is still adaptable. For many years, scientists believed the brain stopped changing after early adulthood. We now know this is not true. The brain remains adaptable throughout life through a process called neuroplasticity. The brain's ability to form, strengthen, and reorganize neural connections based on repeated use. This means your brain responds to what you practice, what you focus on, and what you say to yourself. Now, this is a remarkable thing. With consistency, measurable changes can begin in just a few days. Your brain did not retire when you did. It's just waiting for you to stimulate it, to challenge it, to make it grow. Let's think about something familiar. Have you ever driven to a place you've gone to for years? Maybe it's work, church, grocery store, or a favorite restaurant, and you arrive there without remembering much of the drive? That's kind of scary to think about. How did I get here? And it didn't. And you don't really remember the drive. Listen, don't be alarmed. That's not forgetfulness. That's efficiency. Your brain created a strong pathway from repetition. It learned the route so well that it no longer needs conscious attention. Now, let's imagine there's a detour or you moved. Even when you intend to go the new way, you may find yourself turning down the same old route. That's not a mistake. That's our brain choosing the strongest, most familiar pathway. Everyday habits work the same way. This same process shows up in daily routines. Have you ever checked to see if you already used deodorant? Have you ever wondered if you turned off the coffee pot? Have you ever got in your car and go, did I lock the front door? Why? Because these actions are automatic. These have been repeated so many times that the brain doesn't record them as new events. This is how habits work, and this is how thought patterns work too. Your self-talk is a habit. Your internal dialogue, the way you speak to yourself, follows the same neurological rules. Over time, repeated thoughts become mental habits. They turn into automatic pathways that run quietly in the background. Many adults over 60 have repeated phrases like, oh, I'm just getting older. My memory isn't what it used to be. I can't learn new things anymore. Now, these thoughts may feel harmless, but when repeated, they become default brain settings, just like when you drove your car home but you don't remember the drive. And the brain believes what you say to it, putting it in a default setting. Words affect brain chemistry, and here's where science becomes practical. The words you use with yourself have measurable effects on your brain's chemistry. They can be supportive, intentional self-talk that can influence neurotransmitters such as dopamine, which supports motivation and learning and reward. And then there's adrenaline, which supports alertness and mental engagement. Now, chronic negative self-talk, on the other hand, It reinforces stress pathways. It keeps the brain in a state of tension and threat. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. We know that's not true. It means choosing words that support the brain instead of draining it. Changing self-talk is brain training. Think of it like physical exercise. If you haven't used certain muscles in a while, they may feel weak at first, but with repetition, they strengthen. The same is true with the brain. New ways of thinking may feel unfamiliar at first or even weird, just like taking a new driving route, but with repetition, the brain begins to recognize that pathway as useful. It becomes stronger. It becomes easier. Eventually, it becomes automatic. And this is not about becoming someone new. It's about supporting the brain you already have. Retirement is a brain transition. For many people, retirement brings changes in your daily structure, social interaction, purpose, routine. The brain notices these shifts, and this is why intentional mental habits matter even more after retirement. Self-talk can either reinforce loss and decline or support adaptability, confidence, and engagement. Your experience, wisdom, and life history are assets. Your brain responds best when those assets are acknowledged and not dismissed. Here's a gentle way to begin reshaping self-talk. When you notice limiting thoughts like these, I'm done with learning anything new. That's too complicated for me. Only the younger crowd works on new electronics. My brain is gone. I hear that one a lot. I hate it. My math skills have disappeared. All right, let's pause and ask, is that a habit or is this a fact? Stop. Make concerted effort to change the way you self-talk. Then try more supportive statements such as, I'm strengthening my brain today. I'm going to keep trying to learn this until I get it. I've done much harder things. Guarantee you have. I'm intelligent. I can do this. I'm still learning things. I will find a way to do this. Remember to use this self-talk, creating brain pathways. So when the old things pop up in your head or you hear yourself say self-defeating things, repeat those supportive statements. These repeated statements will make new neural pathways that will become the new defaults in your mind. Doing this helps your brain to be challenged, giving your brain the chemistries of dopamine and adrenaline, producing more energy, alertness, and focus. Neuroplasticity, which makes your brain stronger, does not stop with age. It responds to attention, intention, and practice. Your brain continues to grow in response to how you treat it. Treat it through curiosity, routine, movement, learning, and the words you speak to yourself. Okay, I want to leave you with this. You're not trying to turn back the time. You are supporting the brain that has supported you for a lifetime. Your brain is just waiting for a challenge. It wants to continue to grow and to be inspired. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And take care of your brain, because you know what? It's still listening. All right. Until next time, see ya.